Hey everybody, welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Choosing Beggar Reddit video. If you are new to the channel, then subscribe and click on notifications so you don't miss out on the fun. In our first story, a choosing beggar, Karen, is unhappy when she can't use her coupon to buy dinner, but she's much unhappier when she gets the bill. Let's jump right in. So I worked at a restaurant bar as a host. My first job for about 2 years, and during that time I saw my fair share of beggars and Karens, but one instance particularly stands out in my memory. Typical night shift, busy around dinner time, and gradually slows down, around the time that it's starting to get late and the restaurant is slowly becoming quieter. Now, being a host, I never dealt with any of the dine-in customers, only takeouts and phone orders. So this woman comes in the front door with her probably 8 or 9-year-old daughter, and the second she does, I immediately thought, oh flip, here we go. As she had the full stereotypical Karen look, the haircut, soccer mom capri pants, expensive sunglasses, the whole shebang. She walked up, and of course I greeted her with a friendly smile, to which she replied that she was there to pick up a takeout order. I pulled up her order to take her payment, and it was a pretty hefty order, around $150 to $200 if I remember correctly. She tells me she has a coupon, which is usually a lifesaver because it makes the process so much faster. So I take the coupon from her and take a look at it. It was for something like a free kids meal, but I quickly noticed that the coupon had in a large bolded red font dead center on the front, "Dine in only." I hand Karen back her coupon, and as politely as I can, I tell her I'm unable to accept this coupon since it only applied to dine-in meals. Karen did not like that, not at all. She proceeded to correct me and tell me that the coupon was, in fact, valid because I was a 16-year-old working at minimum wage. Obviously, I have no clue what I'm talking about, right? I explained to her again that the coupon could only be applied to dine-in orders, and even added that I would be happy to seat her and plate her, still hot and fresh, food to enjoy in the restaurant, so she would be able to use the coupon. I had to physically point to the dine-in only lettering multiple times as I attempted to explain that I physically have no way of entering the coupon since it was for dine-in only. Then she asks for the manager. Whoa, huge surprise. So I go get the manager and quickly explain the situation. Then he follows me to the front and asks how he can help Karen. So this entitled, privileged, genuinely stupid witch proceeds to rant to my manager for about 15 minutes about how stupid, lazy, and useless of an employee I am. This whole time, she is going off screaming about how she's used those coupons for takeout in the past and how I should be fired for being such a terrible employee. They shouldn't be hiring young brats like me. The customer is always right. Blah, blah, mother flipping blah. She also mentions multiple times how she has come to the restaurant for years. Therefore, they should make an exception for her. At the end of her rant, my manager, a tall, white, middle-aged man who usually is very trusted by Karens, asks to see the coupon she brought in. He did not hesitate at all to point out the dine-in only print written on the coupon and proceeds to explain to her the exact same thing I had previously explained to her 16 times. At this point, Karen is so enraged, I can clearly remember seeing smoke shoot out of her nostrils while the vein in her forehead was about to erupt. Finally, and begrudgingly, accepting that the coupon could not be used, she hits us with the, "Fine, I guess I'll just pay for it." Now, it is at this point I will remind you that her bill was fairly large. I'm also going to point out that this was a Boston pizza, which is notorious for overpricing food. So my manager walks away, and I tell Karen her total and ask how she is paying. She looked at me with the most evil stare I've ever seen in my life as she began screaming about how expensive it was. She insisted I had the order wrong because there is no way it could be that much. which led me to reading out her entire order and listing the price for each dish, while Karen sat there trying to do math in her stupid little brain. After about 5 minutes or so of haggling with her about the price and getting screamed at the whole time, Karen finally decided she had had enough and screams, "You know what? I don't even want the food anymore, and you just lost a customer," before storming out. Never have I felt the amount of satisfaction as I did when I waved goodbye to her with the biggest flipping smile on my face. Story 2 shows us a choosing beggar brother who wants money from his sister and is unhappy when he doesn't get it. Hello, I was told I should post my story here, so here it is. I've just been accepted into Harvard Law, and so I'm slowly preparing to pack up and move. Due to the pandemic, I lost my job. Every single dollar that I made while working since the age of 14 was being saved up for my college tuition, as Harvard is very pricey, and for my moving costs and apartment close to campus. I have a younger brother, he's 18 and has never worked a day in his life because he would rather spend his days playing Xbox or whatever. He doesn't know what he wants to do in the future, and that's completely fine. I support him and I understand it's not easy deciding on a career path. Lately though, my brother has been asking my parents for money almost weekly. They gave him a couple hundred and he blew that on games. My father then refused to give him any more and they both turned to me instead. My father says that since I'm receiving free money, the CERB for people who lost their jobs due to the pandemic, I should be able to give my brother a couple $100 every month since I'm older and I should take care of him. 90% of the money I make goes straight into a savings account for college, and the rest I use for necessities. I live in an apartment with 2 other friends, so I don't have to pay as much. I rarely ever buy anything I want for myself, unless it's a special occasion like my birthday. I told my dad that I could give him a little bit, but as my roommates have also lost their jobs, we don't have as much income available to us. I have been giving my brother $100 a month, but neither my brother nor my parents think it's good enough. They think that I should provide him with more money, and I explained that I wouldn't be able to give him any more than that because I still have to provide for myself. They absolutely lost it at that, called me ungrateful and a terrible sister. My mother and brother aren't speaking to me anymore, saying I abandoned my brother at this difficult time, and they completely spun the truth to the rest of my family. So now I have cut my brother off. The $100 I was going to give him for this month instead went to a purchase of 20 books I've been wanting to get for a long time. He threw a massive tantrum over text, which led me to block him for a little bit after I gave him a 2-page list of jobs that are urgently hiring today. Hopefully, he'll actually go try and get a job. Story 3 shows us a choosing beggar team owner who demands free videos. So back in the day, like 2 or 3 years ago, I used to edit for these up-and-coming teams on Discord. I would edit for free because the vids never took too long to make. Some did take a while, but the majority were under 1 hour, and it gave me something to do. There was this one team that I had joined which said they would pay me, and they had like 1,000 subs. When I first joined, I learned they were all a bunch of entitled brats. They had a very good team of designers which made really good logos and thumbnails for the players and the team. The players on the team would spam these designers, asking for logos and whatnot all the time. At one point, when the designers who were working for free were overloaded, they were harassed by the owners and players on the server when they wouldn't make more free logos. But let's get to the next part. When the owner messaged me that they needed a video, I said okay, but asked to be paid first. He then told me that they would pay me $20 when the video was done and edited. Right away, I knew it was BS and asked to be paid first. He then pulled the, "Your edits aren't even that good. You should do it for free." And I stopped replying. After that, I realized just how many times I was taken advantage of, and that I was wasting my time making free videos for these people. Soon after that, I deleted my Discord account, and I haven't been on the site since. To anyone who has any type of skill or hobby like editing or GFX or anything really, do not do anything for free. If your skill is good enough to where you could make money off of it, don't do it for free because they'll give you a shout out. It's not worth it. I learned it the hard way, and now I know why you don't want to work for free. Our final story asks us about what the protocol is for paying back money now that it can be transferred. My boyfriend's account for one of the online shopping apps has issues, so I offered to help him buy and put his address for shipment. After making payment, I told him that it's $20.97, including shipping fees. I said that $20 will do. He immediately, instantly, within 1 minute, paylawed $20.97 to me. While I appreciate the efficiency of transferring the money, I was upset that he did not transfer $21 instead. To put things in context, I was brought up being taught that if my friend paid for something which cost, let's say, $2.70, out of courtesy for his or her service, return $3. Basically, my parents said to round up instead of being calculative to the cents. Not that I want to earn his 3 cents. We are both working adults in our late 20s with more than enough savings. However, I never thought that he was the nitty-gritty type. We have only been dating for a few months, so I probably haven't seen all sides of him. But wow, exactly $20.97, really? Tell me if one of you humans out there are like me, who would also transfer $21 instead, or am I an anomaly? This is a bit strange, this post, but it raises an interesting question for me, so let me know what you would do. How much would you pay back? Would it be the $20 she asked, the $20.97 that it cost, the rounded up $21, or would you never pay her back and just ghost her and break up with her? This has been John from Slash Bash. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more of them, then please hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to drop a like, share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one.